then if we were to fast forward, we met again probably about a year and a half ago when you were going through a bit of a transition period as well. And I shared with you the news that I had just set up a business. And you volunteered, you said to me, why don't you coach me? Which I thought was extremely generous of you because
I probably need
can I ask you, did you go home and thought, oh my gosh, what have I done? Why did I say yes to this?
No, not at all. I think coaching is something very special. You choose your coach on people that you believe and trust in, and it's a very trusted journey. And I've had a number of coaches professionally and personally throughout my life, and I think it's something that comes within. We connected, we had an alignment of we come from different faiths, different backgrounds, but there was a connection. And I felt that at that time I was going through that point of, I was tired, I was exhausted, this whole thing about the cancer's going to come back. I suddenly got back on the rat race, and I needed someone to help me to say, stop, pause, are you truly doing what you want to do? And I think what came out of it is where I am today, is that you enabled me to understand that actually, is it what you truly want? And all of the sort of activities, or the time we spent together, I think it really helped me strengthen that picture.
Yeah. Did it not feel a little bit weird, with our relationship? As I said, I used to be one of your employees and a direct report, and then I was coaching you. Did that not feel a little bit weird to you?
No. There's no hierarchy, hierarchy in life. I think it's about that trust element. I didn't see it as, well, I was your manager. I don't see life as managers are not senior. They're there because they've got experience of life or of a certain industry. Managers are there that grow people, and that's always been my vision. That as a manager, I want to grow my team to grow themselves so that they can move forward. So no, not at all. I don't actually even think that came into it. I think what came into it was, it's all about me, and at this time I need this support to try and unpick what it is that I really wanted.
So what transpired during that time, during that coaching relationship? Like you say, I think you have had the space to think about what was important to you, and you said that. And one of the things that came out as a result of that was this project that you are now working on.
I think what the coaching enabled me to do is put value and bring things to the forefront. So for me, I believe if you take from a service, and like I said, the NHS was phenomenal in the cancer treatment, it's always about understanding how I can give back. And I did a couple of bake sales at the Ashford Chemo Unit. In the New Eden unit at Wexham Park, we've got brand new TVs put up, which is from the funding that the fundraising I did. And for me, it was like, you know what, I've helped somebody else have it easier. They've got a screen to look at, which is great. But deep down in my heart, my world said, we have a problem that if I think I felt that, okay, I'm an educated woman, I've lived in England a while, I was born in England, I'm from a South Asian background, I never checked my breasts. No one ever told me to do self-examination, be breast aware, and that really, kicked me to say, why didn't I do that? And the second thing is the community that I represent and I live in and come from, they're so afraid to talk about breast cancer, and there's so many women that are doing this alone, and that's why I say you need to give people a platform to say never alone. They're never going to be alone. And that was my true, what I wanted. So I was part of the Muslim and Jewish Women's Network, Nisha Nisham in London, which Julie kindly connected me with. And again, what I took away from that is how organised the Jewish community were, and they were self-funding centres for cancer. That gave me inspiration to say, if they can do it, why don't we have something like this? Sorry. So I think what I was able to do is crystallise those key things that I wanted in life. But having a very high profile role, I was the lead on Skills and Employment across West London, it was very demanding. and very, very fulfilling, but very tiring with the travel into London. That actually, I felt, do you know what? I think my energy, my time could be best utilised doing something local, coupled with doing something of my own charity and bringing my vision to life.
And so what you have ended up doing is that you have got a job, a high-profile corporate job, and you have also set up charity foundation, which is called Sakun.
Yeah.
Could you tell us what Sakun stands for?
Yeah, Sakun means peace, tranquility. So when I was going through cancer, one of the things I used to always say, if you've got peace in your heart and you have Sakun, then it doesn't matter what adversity hits you with, you can overcome it. It's an element of that half glass full psychology and that positive thinking. But if you've got constant anxiety and stress and that's fear in you, then you don't have Sakun. Sakun is about having that internal peace. Being at one that actually, once I'd reconciled and said, the cancer is good for me and it's been sent for a reason, I knew then that I had that peace at heart to say, okay, from here now, it felt like the only way was up. And I want to give every woman that goes through breast cancer that opportunity. I had lots of challenges through my cancer journey, personally and medically, and it was really tough, but I think what I could anchor into was the fact that I had the peace inside me, and if anything happened, I had a blood clot, I was hospitalised, I had sepsis, I looked at it as, it's okay, it's going to get better, and everything happens for a reason. So I want to try and, the purpose of Sakun is to create a Never Alone network, give women the opportunity to come together and talk about, not the medical side, because we're not doctors, we have those in place. It's more about that social support. What do you do about work? Or actually my head hurts. So one of the ladies who's the co-founder with me, Aina I met at chemo, she was about 29 when she was diagnosed, very young. I was 45 and I thought that was young enough. And she lost her hair but kept it covered, and I left my number when I left chemo to say, look, give me a call if I can help. And she did, and she said, I've got such an excruciating headache. And my advice was, look, take the scarf off, go and have a look, see if you've got any hair left, shave it off. And she did. And, she contacted me again and said, I feel so much better. Sometimes it's the small things in life that people will never understand. There's so many things that you learn that are small things, like not eating straight away or having little bits of food. And just simple things that a doctor wouldn't be able to tell you.
It makes a massive difference.
Massive difference. And if you could share that with somebody else, or the fact that somebody's about to tell their husband or they're going to have to speak to their daughter, how do you do it? There is no right or wrong answer. But if you've got someone as a sounding platform to talk to, then it just makes that conversation easier.
So Sakun has been running kind of informally. You've had a bit of a soft launch since April.
That's right.
And you've recruited some volunteers in the community. You've done some outreach events already, but you're about to officially launch Sakun. Tell us a little bit more about the date of the launch and what's going to happen on the day.
So like you say, it's about timings. I think when I was in chemo in 2014, 2015, it was always my dream, my vision. Where I am today, I'm so much more closer, and since the beginning of 2019, we've been sort of recruiting volunteers in the community. We've had quite a few network events, coaching. We did a fundraising afternoon tea. We've done all the documents and paperwork for a charity that you need to do. And now I'm really, it's going to be phenomenal. I feel like it's that dream is coming true. And so we've got on the 16th of November that we are having a gala dinner and dance. It's a fundraiser launch. It's inviting lots of health professionals and people from the community, women that have gone through cancer, just to come and celebrate and share that actually there is a gap in services, and we're here to support women initially with breast cancer, and to give them that Never Alone network. We're going to be running a series of workshops next year. We will then develop into having a helpline. But my dream, if I'm honest, is having a purpose centre, a physical centre. But what I want is something that's a beautiful, adapted house, something quite, state of the art, beautiful, so that people can walk in, they can meet with other people, they can have some alternative therapy, I can see, chintz curtains and Laura Ashley cups, I just want it to be so nice for these people, because it's something that I struggled with, to go out in my treatment time. So I think it would be nice to have a physical, if somebody wants to donate a stately home, I would happily take it, but a physical place where people can come and feel safe, a beautiful garden where you can just sit and be with your thoughts. You can do some art therapy, counselling, coaching, whatever needs to happen in this venue. And I know I need to fundraise, I need to, that's a longer term vision. But if you don't have the big picture, how are you going to ever get to it?
So how can people stay in touch? How can people look you up if they want to support the cause? How can they find out, what your next steps are?
Well, people can tell me I'm very visible on social media, so definitely we've got the website, which is www.succumthroughcancer.com, and all of our stories and contacts are on our website. You can definitely find me on LinkedIn, Samina Hussain. I'm on Facebook, Samina Hussain. So happy to connect. You'll recognise me because I had some professional pictures taken during my cancer treatment. So I have a bald head with a bright green shirt on, and they seem to be the pictures that people connect with and say, that's Samina. So you'll know when you've got the right Samina. I'm out there. I'm happy to meet with families that are already going through the journey, or what I used to do in the early days was just have coffee with mums and ladies and just say to them, okay, well, where are you in your journey? But I think, social media is so fantastic. We've got the website, and there's an email as well, contact@succumthroughcancer.com. We will respond straight away, and it's, for me at the moment, it's about building that network of people that want to support that vision. The vision is to have services local. So I access things like the Haven in London, and that's open to all cancers. I access young women together in Bristol. But again, I was the only Asian woman there. And I think, it is difficult to leave your family. I was just fortunate that my husband drove me, took me, stayed there. But not everybody has that support or luxury, because we all still have to business as usual. The house still needs to run, and the bills still need to be paid. I think that's what I want to do. I want to create something in Berkshire that everybody can access and support it. But we know that needs investment, that needs fundraising, that needs services to pull together.
But knowing you, Sam, you will get that. I'm sure that the dream will translate into physical realization of it. If your history is anything to go by. So
I hope so.
Best of luck with that.
Thank you so much, and just keep plugging Succumb Through Cancer and keep us in your wishes and prayers, because one day I hope that I can come back and we can hold another interview at the venue.
I will hold you to that. Thank you so much, Sam. Thank you. Best of luck.